So I'm excited to finally be getting around to making a YouTube channel around side hustles. It's something that I've done for years in all sorts of categories, and I feel like I know a lot about it and it could be helpful to a lot of people. And so that's going to be the reason for this. I'm not sure this is even going to go anywhere or these videos are really going to get that many views, but I've done a lot of YouTube in the past and I feel like this could be useful to some people. So that's what we're going to be doing this channel about. Plus, I snagged a pretty cool name, Side Stacks. Happy about that. And so, yeah, let's kind of get into it. So just to start off, I think that the unfortunate reality of where we're at in America, as well as most of the world, is having a singular source of income is just not going to cut it for most people. And it is really sad, you know. If you work full time as a teacher or a nurse or even like an engineer in some case, some of these higher paying jobs, it's still not enough most of the time. You can pay maybe your rent and your car and some utilities and things like that, but you're really falling short of being able to put money away for savings or any sort of investing or taking an extra trip, which is just the reality of where we're at with the massive increase we've seen in inflation across the board between housing and vehicles and groceries. There's just been a massive cost of living crisis that has happened probably like the past 5 years especially, but even like the past 20 years as inflation has just been very persistent, ticked up, ticked up, tick up. And it's going to be hard. It's currently hard to survive for normal people or even couples or small families with this insane prices. And I believe that this is only going to get worse. If especially if you're someone who's not going to be like in your prime earning years of your career, if maybe you're looking at retirement soon or kind of hoping to rely on Social Security over like the next 15 years, I really think that that is going to not be a very valuable source of income. We're going to probably see those payments be reduced as well as the buying power of those sort of things lessen as well. So I'm a firm believer that everyone has a skill that they can turn into a side hustle. And like I mentioned, I'm going to say this one more time. It's unfortunate it has to be this way. 50 years ago, this wasn't the case. You could have a job, you could be proud of that, you could work your 9 to 5, and then have plenty of money for your family, for your house, for your cars, whatever you needed. That is in no way the case anymore. Basically, everyone needs to have secondary or more sources of income. And so that's really what this channel is going to be about. A little bit about me. I have worked in tech and startups, done a ton of my own things. I've earned several $100,000 on YouTube, done a lot of reselling through storage units, Facebook Marketplace, eBay, social media. So yeah, I have a pretty wide range of skills around side hustles, tried all sorts of them, as well as different jobs and things like that, which is mainly what this channel is going to be about. We're going to be exploring how to make money in real ways. I feel like there is so much propaganda around like TikTok and things of people being like, "Oh, I'm a millionaire. I have a Lamborghini because I did AI, drop shipping, e-commerce, and stuff like that." And we will focus on those things occasionally on videos if you're interested in them, but not very often. Most of the stuff we're going to talk about is going to be like real, tangible, physical things that someone who's pretty new and maybe not as technologically savvy can still accomplish. A lot of the ones that I've found that have been the best is going to be like revolving around reselling. So things like buying abandoned storage units or buying government surplus products or even like going to little thrift stores looking for stuff around your house, reselling. That's going to be the core of a lot of what we're doing on here and the easiest way to make money for anybody. And then we'll probably do a deeper dive into YouTube and social media. I feel like that's an excellent source of income if you have a little bit of experience around content creation or even just kind of a unique hobby. And yeah, there's lots of things. And we'll be exploring all sorts of those on this channel. I'm excited to be making these videos. Like I said, I've had several channels in the past that reached over 100,000 subscribers. So I'm not super new to the YouTube thing, but I haven't done it as much lately. But I'm excited to be getting back into it. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to some videos around side hustles and some unique ways that you can just take your income to the next level. And that is the reality of the world we live in. Even if you're making 70, 80 grand a year in a lot of just normal states like Colorado or Arizona or Florida, even like those medium cost living states, not even like Washington or California or New York that are probably a little bit higher, you're still just barely meeting like the income needed to survive. And it's too bad, and I hope things change. I hope that somehow we are taken out of this nosedive that the economy is in, and the sentiment around people's living standards, but it doesn't look like it. So you can either just be sad and kind of reminisce about the early 2000s or the 90s and how great things were, or you can take it in your own hands and try to earn some extra money through some of the ways we are going to talk about. And a little resource, it's not fully built out, but I did make a quick website with a bunch of side hustles listed at sidestacks.com, which is the name of this channel.com. Pretty cool. I was able to get that URL, that domain name. I was surprised that I was able to get that. So yeah, that is fun. We'll probably build out that website to make it a resource for people where you can kind of be matched up with different types of side hustles depending on your skill set, whether that's like Uber driving or reselling or starting some sort of small business or social media. We'll figure that out. But I'm excited to kind of take this step, and we're going to be working on this channel quite a bit over the next few weeks, pumping out videos. So hopefully you'll stick around and you are excited to make some money. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.